You ready?
Hey guys, it's Sid, and today I'm back for Bennett's 4-month update. I feel like everybody says this when they do updates with their kids, but the fact that he's 4 months old, like I feel like I was just doing his 3-month update, and now he's 4 months old, which is crazy. But yeah, so I don't have anything written down. Sorry if this stuff is a little bit disjointed, but I guess starting out, so things we're still doing, we're still breastfeeding. He is not having any kind of formula or anything like that, and that's going really well. I am very fortunate to not have really, at least so far, like any problems in my production or any problems with, well, I mean, I had problems at first with him latching on. I know I've mentioned his tongue tie before and everything, but right now he's doing really good, and we are also well, we're not exclusively cloth diapering, but we are still cloth diapering. I pretty much only put disposables on him at night, only because they're so absorbent. I've had a hard time, and I think a lot of people do have a hard time finding just the right cloth diaper combination for him overnight. So those are things that we are still doing, and I have no plans on stopping either one. I know as far as eating, some people start like baby cereal and stuff like that at 4 months, and just to throw it out there, I have no plans on doing that, even if my pediatrician were to approve it. I just don't see any reason for it right now, and we'll just continue breastfeeding. Baby boy's eyes are still blue, as you can see. He's also got a little bit more hair. I don't think you'll probably be able to see that, but he does. It's growing in a little bit. He also has some what's the word? Some evident cradle cap. It doesn't bother me a single bit. I literally don't care. Because I don't think it bothers him, but my mom is always on me like, Sydney, what are you going to do with that cradle cap? Are you going to put lotion on it? Are you going to blah, 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 blah? It doesn't bother me, but I guess some people it would bother, so he does have some of that. He has been not talking, but like making noises a lot more. He'll just babble on and on and on to himself this month, which is super cute, and he's just like experimenting with different tones, and he'll go and like stuff like that, like up and down in pitch and stuff, which is fun to hear him sit there and babble to himself. And the other fun thing that he's been doing this month is that he has started actually interacting with like toys and stuff. So I found that like up until this point he really, like, I could put him on his play mat and he like really didn't care any more than if he was like sitting on the couch or my bed, or I could put him, you know, in his swing and he like didn't care. I could give him a toy and he like couldn't care less, didn't even know it was there. But like now he started actually like reaching out for things, so I can sit him in his sit me up seat and like have little toys in front of him, and he'll actually like grab out and try and touch them and grab them, which he's like not very good at grabbing unless you put it right in his hand right now, but he's trying, which is really fun and really cute. And you can like make little faces at him and he'll giggle, and he's just a lot more like interactive than he used to be, which for me is like super fun. I love that we've started this stage. I think that's awesome. But poor baby boy this month has actually gotten his first like little bug. I think it honestly just started a couple days ago, so he's still kind of dealing with it right now, and he has a lot of congestion, some coughing and sneezing, and when it first started he had like one of his eyes was red and watered a lot, so I was afraid. I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me this isn't pink eye, which it never, like the first day or two it did that. It seemed like irritated, and then that pretty much went away, but he's still dealing with the coughing and sneezing and congestion, which is awful because he loves his pacifier, and I have no problems giving him his pacifier at this point in his life, and he can't breathe when he has his pacifier, so he was giving me really, really good stretches of sleep. He would literally go down at 8 p.m., not wake up again until 6:30 a.m., eat, and then go back down to like 8. He has not been doing that, needless to say. He has not been sleeping very good at all. I've actually been sleeping in his nursery the past couple nights, because I've been trying to keep him in his crib as much as possible. Does that feel good? You feel better now? I've been trying to keep him in his crib as much as possible, so it's just easier for me right now to sleep in there because he's up a lot of the night. So I'm either giving him his pacifier, I'm trying to feed him, or whatever. But the thing that's kind of hard about that is that he's at 4 months, which means it's a possibility that he's teething, because when they start teething, they can have like cold-like symptoms. They can get like fevers or congestion like he has, cough, stuff like that when they're teething, and they're just like generally fussy, which he has been horrifically fussy the past couple days. He's doing so well right now, and I'm so proud of him. But he's been so upset and irritable the past couple days, which is not him at all, so that's been sad. So anyway, it could be teething presenting as a cold, which would still be a little bit early, but it's possible. It could be like an actual bug or a cold. Bless you. Or, well, I mean, obviously this wouldn't cause the cold part of it, but around 4 months, generally babies go through what's called a sleep regression, which means even if they were sleeping really good through the night, they stop and don't sleep very well through the night anymore. And he, yesterday, I'd say a little bit the day before yesterday, and today has been fighting sleep so bad. This boy used to, like, he'd be sleepy and he'd fall asleep wherever he was at. If he was laying on the ground, not the ground, the bed or whatever, he would just, like, fall asleep if he was tired. Or if I picked him up and knew that he was tired, then he would go, like, straight to sleep in my arms. But now, he, like, it takes me an hour. Like, I'll be like, I know you are tired. You are so fussy. You have all of the cues. I know you're tired. And he won't go to sleep. He just, like, fights it so hard, which is really difficult to deal with. I, like, didn't anticipate how discouraging it is, because you can't put them down because they scream, because they're in such a bad mood because they're mad and tired. But you can't hold them because they, like, wriggle and try not to fall asleep. So it's been a lot. Overall, he's still a very good baby, but that has been difficult and discouraging. So it's very possible that he not only has this bug, but is also going through the sleep regression phase, which is just like a double whammy kind of thing. It's been nice because I live in the South, and so we get off for Mardi Gras for, like, school and everything. So that's been nice because I've had more time to be here with him when he doesn't feel good. But just in general, it's been a heck of a time. Oh, and as far as, I know I mentioned breastfeeding, for the most part I don't have any problems. But he does, the past couple of days, he has been refusing my right boob. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about that side, but he wants nothing to do with it. He only wants to eat off the left side, and that's it. And he, like, does not, every single time, constantly, I will try to get him to eat off of the right side. He doesn't want anything to do with it. So I don't really know what that's about. Most of the time I just kind of force him in the most gentle way possible, because I don't want one side to stop producing milk, because that's what would happen if he, like, doesn't eat and I don't pump off that side would just stop producing milk, and then I would have one side that would be huge, and the other side, like, you know, a breastfeeding boob, and then the other side would be like a normal one and would be a very different size, and so that would not be appropriate or good. So I've been trying to keep that up, and like I said, as gently as possible, I do make him eat off of that side, because it's just not an option for him to, like, not do that. But yeah, so that is him being sick, which has been a terrible experience. I feel awful for him. A lot of times I have felt awful for myself because it's really difficult. And nights I do all by myself. Nobody helps me at nights or anything like that. My mom will help me some during the day, but she works, and so it's not her responsibility to get up with me at night to help with him. So, but it's fine. We'll make it through. It'll be okay. we'll get through this. That's another thing. He wants to touch everything. So anything that's like beside him, like just now, he wants to just like reach out and touch it, which is super cute. And he'll scratch things. I don't know if I talked about this in my last video, his 3 months or not, but he wants to reach out and he'll scratch my arm, or he'll scratch the bed, or he'll scratch his straps on his car seat. He wants to just scratch everything, which I don't know why, but that's just the thing that he's picked up. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like that might be a little bit short for my normal videos, but I think that's pretty much it as far as this little boy goes. Yeah, we got eating and diapers and temperament. Temperament's still, like I said, really good. He's a great baby overall. I'm very blessed to have this little boy. Yeah. Very blessed. But yeah, holding his head up really good. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it for his 4-month update. You got something to say? Oh, the other thing is that he's very much comforted by me. It has started to emerge. Ooh, sorry. It has started to emerge where I am his favorite person, and when he is tired or uncomfortable or sad or scared, I am definitely the person that he wants. Up until this point, my parents could help me a lot during the evenings, where if he was tired or sad or scared or whatever, then I could be in my room like doing homework or whatever, and they could kind of handle it. Whereas now, he ain't about that. I don't know if it's that he wants me. Like, I honestly don't know if he can recognize or remember that. I know there's like a certain point where babies remember that you like exist. So if you walk out of the room, they know that you're somewhere else. And I don't know if he's gotten there yet, but he definitely won't be comforted by them, and he will be comforted by me. So he definitely knows who I am and finds me the most comforting. Which is sweet, because he'll be like screaming in my mom's arms and then she'll hand him over and he like calms down instantly, which is super cute, and I love that. But it's also really hard because it's difficult because my parents and people in general like want to help me, and can't, because he just doesn't let them. Which is hard, and I wish that it wasn't like that. I know it'll probably get worse. At some point he's going to get super attached to where, like, if I walk out of his sight, he'll start screaming. So we'll see, but right now he just has a hard time being comforted by anybody but me, which makes sense because I spend the most time with him, hands down. I mean, he's my son, and I do this, a lot of it by myself, and so we're just like two peas in a pod, huh? We just spend a lot of time together. Yeah, I know. Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to end it there because he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little worked up. But that is it for Bennett's 4-month update, and I will see y'all again for month number 5. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.